Hi everybody and welcome back to Kevin's Upfront Opinion. So today I thought I'd speak to a vow or promise, however you want to put it, that Keir Starmer has put out, basically promising that he's going to stop all the legal blocks when it comes to the government trying to push through for infrastructure schemes, which is primarily to do with nuclear power, rail lines, okay, and also some renewable energy in the way of wind turbines. Now, currently, there's a scheme in place called Nimby, where basically, if people aren't happy, so say for instance, you've got a brown belt or a green belt, and a lot of green land, and they want to put, say for instance, a nuclear power station there. Currently, people can go to the courts to try and put a legal block on it on 3 attempts, which slows it right down, and then, for instance, it might end up losing funding, and then that scheme goes away. Now, the argument is, does that do us any favours? Well, the argument is, there's an argument for yes, and then there's an argument for no. Because obviously, it might be a beautiful piece of land, might be a good reason why they want to stop it. But then you've got the other argument of, we need to find other ways of generating energy in the UK. We can't just keep on relying on oil and coal and gas at the end of the day. We've got to find other ways. Now, I've always been a firm believer in nuclear energy. I'm a firm believer in solar, but you can't rely on solar and wind alone to be able to power the UK. You've got to find other ways, and that's why I've always been a firm believer in nuclear. Now, obviously, I appreciate that, people are a bit wary of nuclear with the disasters that happened, 1970s, I believe, might have been 80s, but happened in America. Then there was the issue back in the 80s or 90s to do with Russia. And then obviously there was the one in China. Now, there are 4 issues that have happened over the last 50 years. Okay. Now, obviously, the one in America, you could put that down to incompetence. But obviously, they did learn from that incompetence. And sadly, a lot of people, due to that, are losing their lives and have had cancer because of the radiation. But there are places where it's been very successful. And it's something that can create fairly cheap energy for a long time. And that's why I've always been a firm believer in nuclear. But if you're going to have these things, the government have got to do something about pushing it through a lot quicker so we can actually have these types of energy. Or if you're going to go with wind, how are you going to actually do it? Personally, the only way I see it is basically putting wind farms in the North Sea, all the way up the North Sea, or in the English Channel. If you can keep on having the problems with people wanting to block it on the mainland. So when it comes to this one, I actually do think for once Keir Starmer is making the right decision. And that's hard for me to say because he ain't made many right decisions so far. But this is one where he is making the right decision to get things pushed through, to stop people trying to block things consistently. So let us know what you think. Do you think he's making the right decision? Or was he making the wrong decision? So let us know in the comments down below. But for now, thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you again a bit later.